Good day. My video today is on QuickBooks and matching your customer payments and sending out statements to them from QuickBooks. Using a software helps you to manage your finances a bit much better. So um, if you're on this video, that means you're using QuickBooks or some sort of accounting software. It is a good idea to have your bank accounts connected to the software. If not, let's log into QuickBooks, and then I would recommend you have another tab open with your banking on QuickBooks or your mobile app on your phone or your internet banking. So you want to have your bank account statement on one side and your customer tab on one side. All right, so we will be using Alex Blakey as an example. Now the details on here are all dummy. This is not real customer data. Okay, so this data is all made up. It's not life. It's not a this is not a client's data. We have made this all up. This is a demo account. So all the information here is made up. Right, so you want to go into sales, customers to launch the customer tab, and we're going to be using Alex Blakey account. So let's go into Alex, and then you want to have your bank account, bank transactions open on another tab. I have that open on another tab right here. Okay, and we'll be using the practice bank account. So here our dummy account is connected to a live bank account. Okay, so your account is connected to your bank account is connected to your QuickBooks. If not, open your mobile banking app on your phone or log in on the internet to view your statements or banking transactions. All right, so in this example, we can see that Alex has made 3 payments, and if we go into each transaction, we can see in the memo that Alex has made a payment for invoice 1125 for the sum of 450, and then we can see, going back to Alex's transaction customer account, we can see we have invoice 1125. Okay, so that is an exact payment, and we have a couple. We have a payment for 33,350. We don't have an invoice for 33,350. So Alex has made a bulk payment for several invoices. So if you are a client doing this yourself, this is my recommended way of doing this. So first thing that you do is to open your customer account and have your bank statement, and then let's begin the matching. All right, so select the invoices. So we have the first one we want to match is for 450. This will show the show bank details. Yeah, if you're using QuickBooks, you could go on the settings menu there, click on that, and then enable the toggle show bank details. Yeah, and that will show the description from the bank, and we can clearly see here that this payment relates to invoice 1125. Okay, so what we can do is we can go into Alex Blakely, look for invoice 1125, then click on receive and payment. So we have this menu come up here. So just validate the details. Customer is Alex Blakey. The payment date, our payment date is the 20th of October 2022. That's the date that we want to put on here. Payment method, is box. Now deposit to this is very important. Okay, the deposit to is very important. So we want to choose the bank accounts the payment has been made to. Now the payment has been made to practice bank account number 12004. That is the name of a bank, so we want to make sure we choose that. And in the amount received, we have received the sum of 450, and then we have checked invoice 1125. Yeah, okay. um, and Amount to apply 450, amount to credit 0. Okay, so once we are happy with our selection, then we need to choose the option to save and close. Now if you want to send the customer like a remittance or notification, you can go back into the payment there. So that is the payment there. Let's click on that. You can click on edit, and then still in that payment you can come here and choose save and send. And if you already have the client's email address, that will send them a payment receipt. Okay, that is if you want to send a payment receipt, but here we are just doing save and close. If save and close is not shown here, just click on the arrow toggle and then choose the appropriate option you want to choose. So that is the first payment. So let's go back to our banking. We've done the first one. The second one is for 24,300, but no invoice number. We do have an invoice for 24,300. Okay, so again, we can do receive payment. It opens up the dialog receive payment dialog box. As always, we choose the payment date. The payment date on that says the 21st of October 2022. So we change that. Our payment method is BACS, and our deposit to account is the practice bank. This is very, very important, okay, to choose the deposit to account. And then you see we have invoice 1131 where it has automatically selected that option because the payment is an exact match. Okay, so that is okay. I don't need to make any change on here. The amount to apply is 24,300. Amount of credit is 0. I am happy with this. I can save and close. Right, so we have recorded 2 payments. At the start of this, there were 3 payments. So we have done 1, 2, payment for 450, payment for 24,300. Now there's a payment for 33,350. If we go back to the customer account, we can see we don't have an invoice for 33,350. So that means the customer has made a bulk payment, and therefore we need to allocate that payment to a couple of invoices. So on this account, there are more invoices than the client has made payment for. So what we need to do is you need to allocate that payment to the invoices you want to allocate them to. So to do that, click on any invoice, and then the payment we're looking for once to March is 33,350. So I'll explicitly payment date 22/10/2022. Payment method is BACS. The bank account is Practice Bank, and the amount we want to match is 33,350. Okay, so as I've typed 33,350, you can see that QuickBooks has automatically allocated them in order, yeah, to the earliest invoices. But you could, if that's not what you want, you could untick all of those. Make sure you have the correct amount there, 33,350, and then you can then allocate the payment to any of these invoices. So you can allocate by either ticking the ones you want to allocate them to. But when I've done that, you can see QuickBooks has over allocated that amount, but you can correct it. Okay, so it is best to do this manually than using this is where you have bulk payment. So I want to allocate this payment against that. Um, on this invoice, there's a balance of 6,200 left to pay. Alright, so you want to make sure you're checking the open balance. So you've got the original amount, the open balance. So the open balance on this is 450. Open balance on this is 6,200. Open balance on this is 15,750. Okay, so we are left with 10,950 amount to credit. I can put some towards this amount here. Okay, and then we are left with 3,300. I can then allocate 3,300 to this invoice. So that is 33,350 allocated to open invoices. Yeah, and once I'm happy with this, I can then save and close. All right, so that is how I have matched all the payments. Now, let's say now on this account we have 77,700 left. Let's assume the client has made a payment of £80,000, which is more than the balance left on the account. Then we will have a credit because the client has overpaid. So what we'll do on this occasion is you can go to the open invoice, receive payment, let's assume the payment date, box, practice account. Now the invoice outstanding is 77,700. Let's assume the client has made a payment of £80,000. That's 800. £80,000. Okay, so we can clear the balance of 77,700, and then that means we have a credit of 2,300. So what this means is by the time I save and close this, there will be a credit of 2,300 left on this client account. So the client has overpaid, and we can record and save that overpayment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save and close, and then you can see it says the client has overpaid, as an open balance of 2,300. So this is my recommended way of recording and matching your customer and client payments on QuickBooks. Okay, now if you want to send a statement to the client, the way you do that is to then go to click on your left, you have this tab, new transaction, click on the arrow pointing down, and then you have the option to click on statement. You have the statement menu box come up. Balance forward is fine. The statement date can be today. When do you want the transactions to start? From what date do you want the statement to start from? We want it to start from 2010, 2019. Okay, it could be 3 months, 1 month, it could be whatever you want it to be up to the end of today. You click on apply, and then it shows you the balance for the customer, which is 2,300 in credit. You can click on print or preview. You don't have to, but if you want to see what's going to be displayed, you can do that. And then it will display all the transactions. So this is the invoices that were raised, invoice, sales receipts. the payment that was made. So this helps the client your customer to see, okay, these are the invoices, these are the payments, so they can see where they have missed a payment, and then you have the balance on here. So I'm just going to close the print preview. So once you are happy with the statement, you want to send it off, then you click save and send. Then you get a chance to manually update the body of the email if you want to. And once you do that, all you need to do is click on send, and the statement goes to the client. Now you are able to edit your default statement, the wordings, the body of your statement. If you want to do that, what you need to do is you need to go click on the settings button top right, go into account and settings, go into sales, and then click on messages, and then choose statement. And here you are able to update the wording of the statement as well as the subject, and you can use taglines. So you could put, if you want to use a tag, I believe these are the tags that I can use. If you want to use a tag, just follow the same example that they have put their full name, and that will include the full name of the person on there. Okay, that is how you can customize your statement wording. So in a nutshell, I've just gone through how to record, my recommended way to record your customer client payments using QuickBooks, and how you send statements.